Hey y'all, how are my little rays of sunshine? I know that uh, it's been a minute since I did a video, but I say that every time, and I know y'all are understanding at this point. I'm gonna try to get through this. It's 5:30 in the morning, but I wanted to do a video. It's super quiet right now, and it's just really soothing. So I figured, we'll just do a little, hold on. Anyway, we'll just do a little, video real quick. So, all right, first let's get to something real quick. I want to talk really briefly about a massive blessing that I received. And I'm not doing this because, I want to be like, well, like that. I don't want to be like that. But I just want to what is it that I don't know. God really blessed me this weekend. Like, really blessed me. He blesses me every day. But he has really, really blessed me. I have a dear friend from church. And they are, I guess you say gurus or whatever. Computer gurus. Anyway, we have 3 colleges here in Abilene. And they go to a auction deal. So they went to this auction a while back and picked up a couple of computers because he has like 3 towers and 9 monitors. And I kid you not. Anyway, so she bought a computer, an all-in-one, and was telling me about it. I was like, oh, that's cool. Because her husband's been trying to bring my laptop back. My laptop went to Black Death. And because it's so old. Long story short, she asked me over the weekend. She said, hey, what about this all-in-one? And I said, oh, what about it? She goes, do you want this? And I was like, maybe, what's wrong with it or whatever. She goes, I bought it and I just don't use it. And I was talking to the hubby and we're like, we don't use this. So why don't we give it to Sunshine? And he's like, that's a great idea. And I was like, well, I'll do a payment plan. I'll do whatever. And she goes, hush, you're not going to do it at all. She goes, this is a blessing to give to you. You're always giving to everybody. Let us take care of you. And I was like, what? You just can't give a new... Well, it's not new, but it ain't old like my girl. This thing is bad, eh? Bad, eh? Really nice. And so, I like the all-in-one. And it's really responsive. Like on my old laptop, you had to hit the start button and you would have to wait good 30 to 45 seconds before it would register that you're hitting the start button. So, yeah. And, man, I'm just so thankful. Absolutely thankful. Also thankful we got a crap ton of rain in Texas. Like flooding rain. It ruined some crops. It caused some problems. But we needed it. And I'm forever thankful for that. So, it is what it is, and I will take it. So, out of the cross stitch and needlework, December 1999 magazine, I'm working on Santa. But I'm only doing him. I don't want to do the rest of this. I'm just doing a him. And my goal is to get him done by the end of the year. I need to get him done. He is completely done down here. I'm working up here. This part of his jacket is done. I'm working on this part of the jacket now. And then we'll have a crap ton of white to get his beard done. A very big chunk. I bet you that beard goes like that, if not bigger. I love the kind of, I don't want to call it vintagey, but I kind of want to call it vintagey look of Santa. And of course the train. Of course. The reason, well, let me show you one other thing and then we'll go into the reason. I want to get everything done by the end of the year. This is the blanket I'm making. Like I said in the previous videos, I just love the vintage look and all of that about it. Well, there's a fellow human at church, and she and I are on the same page about that. We were born in the wrong era, and we were talking about that yesterday and all that, and I showed her the square that I was doing. She goes, oh my gosh, that's bad, eh? And I said, you think so? She goes, girl, I love that. I said, good, because it's going to be yours. She goes, what? And I said, yeah, it's going to be yours. She goes, I would be honored to have that. And I said, that's fine. It's yours. And I already told her, you can have it. So I'm doing the little centers first. I prefer, what do you call this? It's not chain. It's production line. I guess. I don't know what you want to call it, the technical term. But I'm doing all the centers. And then I'm going to do all the green. Now the outside green work is going to be a little different with different squares. Because I've got the dark. That's going to fall. I've got a dark green and I've got a light green. Just to mix it up. This is Bernat. What was this called? Sesame? And it feels vintage because it's got that little bit of a scratch to it. And I'm not even sure how old this stuff is. But it's kind of cool. I kind of wonder if it was based off the old Sesame Street characters and that's why they called it that. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, the reason I would like to get these two projects done by the end of December is I have a heaven and earth piece that is going to be done. My stepmom, I haven't done anything for her. We've had a very, very rocky road of relationship. And we're mending that relationship. And I wanted to do something for her. So, she really liked the nativity scene that is on Heaven and Earth. I'm doing the mini. It's like 3 something by 2 something. So it's not going to be overwhelming like the rest of mine. So I'm going to try to get that done by Christmas. If I stick with it hardcore, I should be able to achieve that goal. A lot of stuff that I work on, it is about that size, and I have no problems. You know what I'm saying? I will be using DMC because I talked about that a little bit yesterday. You know, I have a complete DMC set. I just don't use it. DMC doesn't really speak to me. That's why I love my vintage stuff. But this is going to somebody else. So I find it necessary to use what's called for and try to get this done. So it's not like I don't have enough time on my hands. So anyway, yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. The only downside to getting a new computer is all my progress of cross-stitch charts that I were marking off, they're gone. It's gone. But I'm not sad about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very easy to pick up where I left off. And I know y'all are like, well, why didn't you have an account, sign into things? Because XODO doesn't, they have an account thing, but they don't have a sync feature. Does that make sense? So my Psalm 23 is, you know, where I'm at the bottom still. So I was able to just pick right up on that. That's being set aside till I can finish this. This has got to be done. And Santa, I would prefer to be done. And then I can switch back in January between one cross stitch piece and one crochet piece and be fine. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. And we didn't do too bad for just waking up. I know I promised not to do videos in the morning because I can't get my thoughts together. But I needed to get this out before I let another day pass out. And I know y'all I said, hey, don't worry about us right now. Just go out there. Well, before I start my adventure for the day, I wanted to let y'all know how important y'all are to me. So, anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day.